Magandang gabi, Crystal. So, are you hearing me? Can you hear me?
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, clear. You're clear.
Okay, great.
So, in a few minutes, we'll be starting our program, and hopefully, we will be having a good time. At sana po ay maraming makarinig. Exactly at 8:30, we will start the program. We'll be waiting for Kenny and our special guest from D.Buzz in a few minutes. So if everything is clear, the microphone is clear. So sandali lang pa. Let's invite others in our Twitter space.
Right. I just tweeted the schedule for today's. Hopefully, some people will see it and try to join as well.
Okay, very good, very good. We are live in Twitter, and this will be a very, very interesting night for everybody who will be listening on live and also will be listening in the recorded program. Okay. So, how's the weather there, Crystal?
Hot. It's very hot here.
Saan ka ba?
Manila.
Sa Manila. So, tom-
No rain at all.
tomorrow kasi merong transport strike ng mga jeep. So, hopefully it will not be that bad and will not be that bad for everybody, including the jeep drivers. So,
Oh, lalo na sa mga commuters also.
and of course, so somehow in Batangas there are some advisory, but at least in the municipality ay mukha namang hindi apektado and the cooperative jeepney drivers here are somewhat is in line with the cost but will not be really striking and will be magpapasada daw sabi. So we'll be reporting to school tomorrow.
Dude,
That's good to hear. At least hindi kayo affected.
Okay. Okay. So okay.
All right. Where is Kenny?
Wala pa yata siya.
I'm not wrong.
Will Chris be joining us?
Yes, Chris already communicated with me, and I guess he is setting up the the broadcast in the cast garden. So I'm already texting him or messaging him. So he will come. So I guess in just a few minutes we could start. So
4 minutes, I think.
yes, 4 minutes. Do you hear a background music? There is a button here that says music.
Do we need a background music?
I don't know how to put a background music here, but I guess
I don't. This is one of the first times I will be using Twitter Spaces as a
y-
co-host, so I have no idea.
yeah, me too. Nakakatuwa lang na na-enjoy natin 'tong mga teknolohiya na 'to and we all learn. So, dati lang kasi sa pagtuturo lang and siguro sa susunod na taon baka mag-Twitter Space na lang kami ng mga estudyante ko.
Oh, true.
Puwede, puwede. And even Cast Garden, of course, Cast Garden. So I already see the announcement, the tweets that we are alive and everybody now can join us. We will be starting in a few seconds with my count, Mr. Shell.
1 minute, I think.
Magandang gabi po, mga kasama. Magandang gabi, mga Pilipino. Magandang gabi sa lahat po ng nakikinig sa kauna-unahang ah, D.Buzz dialogue na gagawin po natin. So, ako po ang inyong host, Guru Vaj ng Hive Network. At kasama ko po ang ilan sa mga magagaling at mga veterano sa Hive Network na maganda yung pagkukwentuhan po natin. So, ah bilang pagpapakilala po, ang inyo pong lingkod ay isang guro na kung saan sa senior high school ay napadpad sa ganitong klase ng gawain. Ika nga, at pinagmamalaki ko po na itong ating magkukwentuhan kasama ng ating co-host at ang ating special guest ay makakatulong. Yes po, makakatulong. It will help you in your social media activities, your online, at sabi nga, teaser na, pagkakakitaan. Ano, kung kayo ay nakarinig na about cryptocurrency, kung kayo nakarinig na, at syempre, madalas sa social media, kung alam nyo na, kung ano itong mga bagay na ito. Kung meron kayong idea na sinasabi nga nilang kitaan online at ganun din sa content, nako, dito na kayo makinig muna sa atin. Ano? So, to start, let me call my co-host. At ito po ay ang matagal nang nakikita pa lang naman sa Hive Network. Ano? Masipag mag-post. Masipag. At ika nga talagang napakarami. Mas audio sa akin. Ito po, kilala po
Hindi.
sa kilala sa Hive Network na I am Crystal. Ano po? Una ko muna po siya pakakilala at kami po'y magpapakilalanan dito bilang pangunang bahagi ng programa, si Miss Rosiel Sawali, kilala sa
Yes,
Twitter.
I am Rain Crystal.
So,
Thank you for giving
Crystal, ikaw
me.
na muna. Pakilala ka.
Okay, good evening po sa lahat. Well, hindi naman ako ganun ka-veteran when it comes to Hive. So, galing tayo sa old before the fork. Nanggaling naman ako doon. So, it's back in 2019 nung nag-umpisa ako. And I would say na nung time na yon nangangapa talaga. First time na sumali sa blockchain, lalong-lalo na sa ano pa noon, yung lumang blockchain pa noon. So, nung time na yon, nag-aral, ang daming pinag-aralan, naging super masipag para lang to get to where I am right now. So, hindi siya yung mabilis, hindi rin super fast, unti-unti, at talagang pinag-aralan at pinaghirapan, kumbaga. Pero masaya yung journey. So, sa lahat ng mga bago at gusto pa lang nagsisimula, buckle up, enjoy, sit back, relax, enjoy the learning process at masisiyahan naman kayo lalo na kapag medyo naging stable na ang magiging katayuan ninyo lalo na sa blockchain.
Ayun. Bago ba ikaw napunta sa Hive, ay nasa cryptocurrency ka na. Ano yung mga dating online adventure mo? Ayun, Crystal.
Matagal na kasi ako sa online as online affiliate marketer. So nagda-double-double ako sa mga online marketing, pinag-aaralan ko. Nalaman ko ang tungkol sa blockchain from CTP, Click Track Profit. Isa siya sa kilala rin na tribe na community sa Hive. And doon ako nag-join through John G. Olson. So napag-aralan namin doon. Meron kasi siyang yung Click Track Profit isang affiliate marketing program. Nakasama doon ang pagtuturo kung paano mag-join sa Hive. So that's where I started. So chinek out ko naman si Hive, sinubukan ko, yun. Tapos nagtuloy-tuloy na ako. So that was back in 2019.
Ayun, sa CTV community ka pala.
Doon ako
Oo.
nagsimula.
Kasi si John Olson, nakikita ko na talaga siya. Bago pa nalika yung Hive, doon pa sa lumang ah, blockchain, nakikita ko na siya.
Tama.
At saka napaka-active talaga niya. So, yan, napakagandang simula. Ako kung matatanong mo din ako, actually 2017 naman ako. Mas nauna yata nga ako kung 2019 ka eh. Kasi, alam mo ba kung bakit ako napunta sa blockchain na yan?
Paano?
Aba, ay na-scam kasi ako.
Ala.
Oo, oo. Actually, na-fascinate kasi ako because it was 2017 and a teacher friend from the elementary introduced us, ano lang naman, sa messenger lang, yung flagel na naging giggle, ganyan. So that was the first time that earning online and introduced sa akin. So it was a history and then suddenly nung makataya ako ng kaunti lang and then sabi parang may nag-earn sa ganito and then nag-collapse and then my wife entered into something similar to that and then it collapsed again. So sabi ko, ganun pala yon. O hindi naman, maliit lang naman yung puhunan, ika nga lang, parang naging interesante sa akin na yung kitaan online na parang, kung ang networking ay kumikita sa mga tao, and then wala ko na pala, experience lang. And then I suddenly look into the internet ng mga online na kitaan, lumabas ngayon ang Bitcoin. Siyempre kay Bitcoin tayo nagsimula.
Alala
And
ko yun,
then,
nung nag-start yun, medyo skeptical ako dun eh. Hindi ako pala paniwala, kaya hindi ako nag-jump noon eh.
pero alam mo, yung estudyante ko, binanggit na sa akin yung Bitcoin. Ang sabi ko pa is parang a gaming token, gaming stuff na pinambabayad o parang tinitrade. So yun lang ang impression ko noon. Until the time na makita ko yung Bitcoin, but simultaneously ko, babanggitin na natin yung old blockchain, which is of course the Steam blockchain, which is open source naman, nakita ko yung Steam. And that's the start of creating an account. And then suddenly, yun na, yung nagsimula yung journey ko para aralin. I'm not a coder, I'm not even an ICT or computer science graduate. Pero nagustuhan ko yung idea ng blockchain at nagustuhan ko yung idea ng community at yung posting content because I've been in the online world matagal na. Geocities.com pa. If everybody is listening and knows what is Geocities is, I posted and coded HTML and Geocities nung mga later part na yata ng buhay ng Geocities. And then I discovered uh, Friendster, and then matagal sa
Friendster,
Friends.
oh, naalala ko yun.
Oo. Ayaw ko pa nga pumunta sa Facebook noon because sabi ko napaka-elite naman yata yung Facebook noon eh. Nasa
Mm.
Friendster pa eh, pero nag-collapse din yung
Dati, di ba,
Friendster.
yung Multiply? Naalala niyo yung Multiply? Nawala na rin yung Multiply.
I have an
Yung
account eh.
MySpace,
Oo.
mga lumang site dati na trending at
Oo.
nangunguna.
Oo, talagang sakay din ng sakay din. Lumabas si Twitter, wala pa siyang mobile app noon, so boring pa yung interface ni Twitter. So, meron din account ako noon. And then, Gmail comes up. And then, eto na, dire-diretso na. So, mukhang nag-boom na yung social media. Which is our first topic. Ang social media para sa mga Pilipino. Di ba?
True,
So,
tama.
ayan. So, Crystal, ano ba nga bang sa karanasan natin? Ano ba yung social media na yan?
Social media, hindi kasi ako masyadong tambay na, except sa Twitter, mahilig ako mag-check ng mga news, lalo na news headlines, ano na ba nangyayari. Mahilig ako mag-check ng mga trending hashtags para alam ko kung anong vibe, what's happening, current events, ganon, current affairs ng mundo. Pero basically sa personal, hindi masyado. Pero syempre in the past, meron din naman kasi naranasan ko rin naman yung journey na maging fangirl, sumunod sa mga trending sa Twitter, yung mga ganon. Pero ano lang, parang short-lived. Pero kasi I think when you have like social media presence, importante rin yung maganda tayo, meron tayong option na we can also earn online, lalo na sa posting natin. Kaya na-engganyo din ako mag-try nung dun sa old blockchain kasi sabi sa akin ni John, you can earn just by blogging. Eh blogger ako noon, meron akong blogspot.com. So sabi ko, oh, okay, by blogging, makaka-earn ka. Subukan ko, bakit hindi? 'Di ba? I mean, you do it anyway, so bakit hindi naman yung kita ka ng pakonti-konti? It's just like yung mga nauso noon na paid to click. Uso 'yon, yung mga PTCs, paid to click, tapos kikita ka ng cents, tapos ipon-ipunin mo 'yon. I was able to cash out a few. Hindi super laki, yung tipong hindi ka naman yayaman, pero nagkakaroon ka ng extra from pay to click. Kaya lang medyo nag-move forward na tayo. So, you look for other opportunities to earn more. Ika nga.
Buti ka pa na set up mo yung blogspot mo sa ganun. Ako meron din ganyan at ilan din yung Gmail ko. Pero hindi merong mga post pero hindi ko na nagawang maset. Nonetheless, nasa blogging din ako at yung GeoCities ko nga, yung unang-una, may mga ilan article ako doon. And then, kasi mukha kasing ang social media is of course depende sa tao is sharing your ideas. And nga, kahit picture mo yan, kahit mostly ako, wala pa naman ako mga picture na pinopost noon. But gumagawa ako ng mga essays, stories, even a poem. So, nagsulat talaga ako. So, siguro nasa character na pang social media ako, bagamat tamad din ako magsulat most of the time. And kumbaga, hindi naman ako ganun ka-creative in creating pictures or images. But I tend to stay in social media. Ano? And I am really fascinated with the technology. Nung matuto akong gumamit ng password, matutong gumamit ng email, matutong gumamit ng internet kahit dial-up nung unang panahon pa, yung ingay ng ingay, di ba? Na
Oh,
ganon.
alala ko yun. Pag nag-ring yung phone mo, putol ang iyong internet.
Tama ka, tama. Yung panahon na yon. Ika
Ulit
nga
ka na, ayal ka na naman.
So, I guess batang 90s tayo, di ba? Batang 90s. Ayun yung mga panahon kasi. Yan. So, social media. So, sa akin naman kasi itong social media, ah, na, kumbaga, naging click siya sa personality ng mga Pilipino. Kasi, pala kaibigan ng mga Pilipino, pala, pala marites, pala chika, pala express ng sarili, ano, na parang, parang walang pakundangan kung anong sasabihin sa madlang people. Parang walang nakakabasa ng mga post nila. And yet, parang on the back of their
Totoo.
mind, gusto nilang sumikat, gusto nilang may makabasa, pero pag nega na yung na-post nila, di-delete naman o makikipag-away
Oo,
na.
true.
Parang parang swak dahil 'di ba tayo naman nasa record na 'yan, text capital of the world nung mauso ang texting. So talagang umuusok ang mga telcos ng Pilipinas dahil sa kate-text ng mga Pilipino. And then ngayon, yes, social media pa rin. Nandoon pa rin ng mga Pilipino. Pag Miss Universe nga, 'di ba? Mukhang
Oo.
kinakapitalize na nila yung Pilipino para sa social media promotion, yung mga ganyan, 'di ba? So, ah, I guess social media is for Filipinos.
Yes, at saka ang maganda do'n kasi, ito yung trend na, nangyayari na. So, since madalas na rin lang tayong kumbaga gumagamit ng Twitter madalas, hindi naman tayo nababayaran ng Twitter. I mean, we don't really earn from Twitter, 'di ba? And, in fact, yung mga likes natin, yung mga views natin, nagagamit pa sa algorithm. Biglang lumalabas sa'yo yung mga recommended for you. Na sa tingin ko naman, matuto rin tayo na paggamit tayo ng social media is magandang alternative ang blockchain, lalo na ang Hive and D.Buzz, because it gives us an opportunity to have additional earnings on the side. Tsaka walang algorithm, hindi yung porke ito yung mga biniview mo, biglang may recommended for you na kung ano-anong topics, di ba?
Oo, siyempre. At yung social media ngayon masyadong high-tech na kasi siya and maaring we are being used on the background. Ano? Pero nonetheless, social media is still good for the Filipinos and there are a lot of opportunities. Ika nga, so maraming pagkakataong mapag-usapan pa natin na palalim yung kung ano ba yung social media niya sa mga Pilipino. So, I guess doon tayo sa binanggit mong huli, social media plus earning. Ano?
Mm-mm.
So, ano yung alam mo, 'pag sinabing earning o sa sa palasak na pananalita, kitaan, eh. Ay, ano ba yung unang impression mo at ano bang unang alam natin diyan sa earning plus social media? Paano ba 'yan?
Oo nga no? Magandang ano yan Kasi ang magandang alternative kasi, lalo na itong Hive blockchain, may chance ka na kumita. Hindi naman siya kasi kagaya ng iba, no? Hindi to get rich quick scheme. Kung gusto mo biglang kaagad kang may cash out, hindi ganoon. Pero it's a good, sabihin na natin, investment. Pag magandang umpisahan ngayon, tapos paghandaan at pag-ipunan, pag-aralan, kasi mukhang doon din naman patungo in the future ang blockchain technology. So mabuti niyang inuumpisa na natin matuto ngayon, at the same time nagbi-build na tayo ng unti-unting, reputation, nakikilala ka, marami kang nakikilala, natututo ka, marami kang natututunan. Yung ganon. Tapos nakaka-build ka na ng unti-unting earnings kung na magagamit mo in the long term.
Sabi nga ng ibang mga influencers sa YouTube, we are still in we still pioneer in the technology. Ika nga, bago pa lang tayo. And there's a lot of opportunities kapag pioneering ka. 'Di ba? Pag pioneer ka sa isang technology, ika nga ikaw galing sa networking, pag nauna ka, 'di ba? Ang laki ng opportunity mo na ikaw yung makakuha ng mas maraming kita o mas maraming opportunity in short. So, since bago pa rin, even though Satoshi Nakamoto is 10 years ago, pero ika nga, bago pa rin eh. Ika nga, hindi pa rin ito nagme-mainstream. So, ang
True,
opportunity,
oo.
yes, ang
Oo,
opportunity,
true.
oo.
Kulang pa. Marami pang kumbaga maraming hindi pa nagsa-sign up para sa technology na 'to kasi yung iba hindi pa sila masyadong aware kung ano bang meron dito.
At sabi nga nila, pag yung lolo't lola mo, kinukulit ka na kung ano ang Bitcoin, kung ano yung Hive, kung ano yung ating topic na Divas, yan, aba ay ibig sabihin mainstream na. Mainstream na tong ginagawa natin. Pero iilan pa rin naman sa mga students ko, iilan pa rin lang yung nakakabanggit, pero meron nang nakakabanggit compared to pre-pandemic na parang walang nakakarinig pa. After the pandemic, mukhang marami na. Nariyan na yung mga games, nariyan na yung social media aspect. So, kumbaga, marami nang medyo nakakita. Ayan. At ika nga, dito sa ating pag-uusap na ito, ay mas mapapa-introduce ba natin kung ano yung isa pang core. yung core na aspeto ng blockchain o ng Hive o ng itong platform na ating main topic. Ano? So, kasi ang maganda sa social media nga, sabi mo nga, 'di ba, kumikita, 'di ba? Tama, no?
Oo, tama,
Yan.
tama.
Oo, kasi tayo nga, 'di ba? Sabi nga natin, matagal ka na sa Facebook, matagal ka na sa Instagram. Ako noon, kahit nung pa, may Twitter na ako. Pero, 'di ba, parang pakiramdam mo, wala namang napapala. Famous tayo, yes, we can be famous in our social media accounts, and yet there is no incentivization, di ba? There's no incentive.
Oo,
Oh,
tama.
yan yung keyword natin, incentives. Walang incentive para monetary incentive na magpatuloy. Although fame is good, communication is good. Yeah, we enjoy communicating using the social media accounts o mga web 2 na yan. Pero parang may kulang. Sa panahon natin ngayon, pag nakita mong binabayaran ka online, parang astig na astig ka eh. Yan. Di ba? Oo.
Oh, karagdagan din naman kasi 'yun, 'di ba? It's also added any form of added income on the side. Welcome na welcome. Total, katulad niyan, if you are on microblogging or D.Buzz or Hive, total ginagawa na rin naman natin ang social media, like part na rin naman ng everyday life natin. Ano pa naman mag-aral tayo ng additional konti para pwede rin tayo matuto ng additional way na pwede tayong kumita kahit papaano.
Yan. Dahil nabanggit na natin yung mga topics, mismong topics ng ating tina-target ngayon, yan yung Hive, yan yung D.Buzz, yan yung microblogging at yung pagkita along the way. Ano? So siguro,
Yes.
with the indulgence of everybody na narito ngayon and of course sa nakikinig dyan. So, meron po tayong special guest. We have a special guest here which is our friend, of course our friend sa network, and he is a co-founder of the front end. Ika nga, ito'y DApps or the centralized application ng Hive Network, which is he also will be explaining what is Hive for us. And of course, yung ating kanina pang nababanggit na yung D.Buzz, and from the title of our dialogue, which is a microblogging platform of Hive for Filipinos. Diba? So, let me call on Mr. Chris Rice. Brother, come in.
Hi. Yes, I'm very glad to be here, and I really appreciate the education you guys are providing to the Filipino community. Not just about D.Buzz, not just about Hive, but about Web3 and learning and earning without needing to invest. I think that's one of the things that represents D.Buzz and Hive very well.
So let me ask you first, Chris, and how did you started with the Hive? So since we are keep on referring Hive and D.Buzz, so first is what is Hive, and when and why did you started with this blockchain thing?
Well, I had heard about Bitcoin a little bit earlier, I think 2 or 3 years earlier. And to explain what Hive is you might want to explain Bitcoin first. In summary, Bitcoin is technology that allows permissionless money transfers and account ownership similar to a bank account. But instead of having an ATM card, you have the actual bank itself through the help of what's called blockchain technology. And the same way that Bitcoin is a coin system for owning a bank in just a personal wallet, Hive offers the same thing, but instead of money transfers across borders, or just in Bitcoin, you don't need permission to transfer money. You don't have to ask for your money. It's just there. The moment you click send, it happens without having to ask for a bank, without having to ask for a government's permission. In the same way, Hive offers technology that you own your account and you can't be blocked from using your account.
So Hive is the exact blockchain that this D-Blog is working on, right?
Yes, yes. D.Buzz, it's a front end or a skin or a theme, you might call it, of the Hive blockchain. All of the data of multiple social media applications are built on Hive, and we decide what we would like to show on our website, which is D.Buzz. It's not dbuzz.com. It's literally D.Buzz. It's a 5-letter domain. And we decided to show every to show posts that are 280 characters or less. Other websites, they can use the information stored on the Hive blockchain to show other things, such as video content or long form articles or blog posts. They even have games. So yes, we're basically the go-to crypto Twitter alternative, not just on Hive, but we're pretty advanced in the Web3 space itself.
It's similar to Twitter, correct?
Yes, it's similar to Twitter, and one of the things that is different between Twitter and D.Buzz is our values, and that's that we are really about account ownership. We're about organic representation of your following feed and your followers feed. So everything on D.Buzz, we're not going to be like rigging the algorithms to get you to think a certain way or to feel a certain way or to believe certain things. Everything that number one that you see now, it's automatically organized based on what you subscribe to. So if you subscribe to 5,000 people someday, you will see every single post in the order that it appears, versus us showing you only 50 people over and over again based on what we would like. And in the distant future, we're interested in providing AI tools the same way that Web2 platforms like Facebook and Twitter does, so that the order of posts can be changed, but you would be the one to decide how that algorithm works. So basically everything that it's called Web2, social media platforms use to determine what we see and how we use their platform, someday we're going to provide all the same tools, but instead of us controlling it, each individual will control it for themselves.
Okay, so a very complicated or yet exciting technology. But uh, how about the earning part? Because I've been in Twitter, and most of us listening here is in Twitter, right? All of us listening here is in Twitter. But how do we earn with this D-Buzz first?
Well, to break it down, you can really summarize all of it into learning, because there are built-in mechanisms to earn on the Hive blockchain. Where if you and on D.Buzz itself too, which is basically the same thing in a sense. I mean, there's differences, but you can earn through D.Buzz just through posting. But if you really want to summarize it, it's not only earning through posting, it's earning through learning. And the reason why I say that is that you will have to learn how to make the correct posts and the correct ways to engage and comment on other people's posts to earn. But the real thing is learning, because there are so many other ways to earn besides just posting. And one obvious example is that I started initially earning on the Hive blockchain when it was called Steam, and D.Buzz ended up getting launched off the back of me joining that blockchain. So D.Buzz is an example of building something that's worthwhile off of just starting out only earning through posting.
Okay, so let me summarize it a little. So D-Buzz is similar to Twitter, and you can earn using D.Buzz because the blockchain where D.Buzz in is Hive, that lets earnings through post contents and other stuff that you mentioned. Oh, maganda yan. Ano? Actually, sinasummarize ko lang siya, mga kasama, ah, at para mas maganda ang paliwanag. So ganun pala ka-exciting. Exciting. Crystal, ganun pala kaganda ang D.Buzz.
Yes, as a user ng D.Buzz also and also ng Hive, I would say fulfilling ang journey nito, pero mas maganda kung mag-umpisa na kayo. Start. Okay? Kasi hindi siya I mean, it's really a learning process, but as long as you decide to start right away, it will be a fun journey. Basta willing ka to learn.
So, starting to D.Buzz, so how do we start? sa mga nakikinig, sa mga bago pa lang, talaga sa mga hindi pa miyembro ng Hive community or Hive blockchain. Chris, how we will start using D.Buzz or how we will start using Hive?
If you have never if you don't know anyone that uses the platform, you could just go to join.d.buzz. That is join.d.buzz, and you put that in your web browser, either Google Chrome or Brave browser. But the best way to join is really to find someone through our social media platforms or through this podcast, and reach out to someone who can personally bring you on board and mentor you. Because we have a that's the best way, is to join an offline or online community. That way you have someone to ask questions to.
So that is a good point, Crystal. Because when we started with this cryptocurrency and blockchain, it's really hard for you to study all by yourself. Kung nag-iisa ka lang, mga kabayan, ang hirap po magsimula kasi marami kang babasahin at maaring marami kang kakusapin. Pero mas maganda kung meron ka ng makikilala, meron kang kaibigan o kami na nakilala mo dito sa Twitter, dito sa podcast na ito, ang tatanungin mo at may tuturo ka. Kasi naman ang effective, di ba? Kahit naman doon sa networking, di ba, Crystal? Kailangan talaga
Yes.
person to person, no?
I would really recommend to find a tribe that you will feel at home with, yung lalo na yung mga tao na nakakausap mo, makaka-reach out mo, yung ganon, pag meron kang mga katanungan. And find a community, and that will be a good starting point. Lalong-lalo na sa D.Buzz, if I'm not mistaken, siguro dapat next time i-guess natin yung nag-hold ng orientation, lalo na dun sa mga new sign-ups. 'Di ba? Next time invite natin si maybe si Miss Antoinette to also help. Kasi
Yes, we will
I
invite
know meron
Antoinette.
silang separate schedule for orientation, but at the same time, we can reach out to more people na paano ba mag-sign up here. Tapos ano ba dapat namin gawin when we have signed up already? Yung mga ganon. Para siguro for topics for next time, pwede nating i-line up yon, 'di ba?
Okay, so kukunin natin sa next episode natin next week si Antoinette. So, we also have here Kenny. Si Kenny naman. Kenny, kumusta? Ano ang papel mo dito sa D.Buzz, sa Hive na to? Kwento ka naman.
Magandang gabi sa lahat. I'm Kenny. Sa totoo lang, nandito ako dahil lang wala ako dito kung wala si Chris Rice. Sa lahat yung susi sa lahat na bakit ko nalaman yung D.Buzz, yung blockchain, yung cryptocurrency. Siya lahat yung parang mentor ko sa lahat ng bagay na ito. Tsaka nagpapasalamat ako sa kanya. And then I'm just here to help, not just him, but buong society ng D.Buzz. Hindi lang ako nagtutulong kay Sir Chris, kundi tinutulungan ko lahat ng involved sa D.Buzz, sila Sir Nathan, sila Sir PJ. Tsaka sana pangarap ko lang sana lahat tayo keep moving on and just help each other, because yan yung susi sa lahat para magiging well-known tayo. Kasi sabihin nila na yung D.Buzz parang nagkakaisa, bakit parang mas maganda kaya pag sumali ako, parang ganon. Do you hear?
Salamat, Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah. May ano
Maganda
ka pa,
yun.
Ken?
San Kenny.
Parang galing sa puso.
Well, kasi lahat dito naman kasi sa ating pinasok na ito, malaki ang factor ng community. Kasi kahit sino pa, kahit actually ang mga reviews ngayon is that all crypto projects are community projects. Wala pong nagtatagumpay. Yes, ako sila din nagsasabi, walang nagtatagumpay na crypto projects na CEO lang ang may dala, yung kumpanya lang ang may dala. Talagang nakabase ito sa community. It is the community effort, those who participate in the network, those who hold tokens, those who use the application. Lahat yon, consolidated na yon, that comprises the community. At yun doon yung sinasabi natin na pag-unlad o yung to the moon o yung rocket ship ng tokens o ng economics. Yes, it is economics. I guess I will ask Chris again. Tama ba? Blockchain cryptocurrency is somewhat economics, Chris?
There is economics involved, and that's because there's a coin which is a Hive cryptocurrency, but in general for newbies, I don't really talk about economics in the beginning. I more or less present the social aspect where you meet people, you get to know people, and you learn from those people. And then in the in-person meetups, especially, but also online groups and orientations and video calls, that's where you eventually learn about the economic aspect. Because if someone hasn't ever invested in a stock or real estate or cryptocurrency before, it doesn't make sense to bring in the economic aspect first. It's better to bring in the social gathering and then meeting each other and being friends and helping each other before you teach them about earning and the coins going up and down in relation to the U.S. dollar and peso and things like that. I think the economics aspect comes in after they sign up and make their first post and things like that.
Well, that's a good point. But of course, kami mga Pilipino, we Filipinos really have focus on these things. And then, laging ang tanong dyan paano ba kitaan dyan, di ba? So, kumbaga, practicality at siyempre, yan yung mas nakaka-attract ng attention. Those that attract attention is, what will I get? So, how do we earn? So, for example, I have already have a D.Buzz account or Hive account, whatever you call it. And then I started posting just like Twitter. So how will I earn first?
The way that you would earn is that when you have high quality posts or you have posts that people are following you, when they upvote your post based on how much stake they have in their account, based on how many how much high power they have, which is cryptocurrency in their account, when they upvote, it gives you money in general. And this is also why the social aspect should be promoted before the economic aspect, is because the bigger following you have, the more people who follow you, the more you're actually going to earn. So it's kind of like the foundation is social. If people love you, if people love what you're posting, you're just going to earn. And the finer details of how the technology works isn't as important, because if people come to earn but they don't have any friends and they're not connecting with anybody, they won't earn as much. So that's why, yes, you can earn, but the way that you earn is by people appreciating what you post to D.Buzz. And I think that's kind of the easiest way. But if there's people who have used other cryptocurrency platforms before, if they use invest in other things before, it's a different approach. And in general, miners of Bitcoin, they earn by mining, by producing blocks on Bitcoin. But in the same way, D.Buzz users, they're basically mining the Hive blockchain, but instead of on Bitcoin, on Hive and D.Buzz, you mine by one of the ways is by posting posts on D.Buzz and getting upvoted and basically receiving likes.
Yan. Parang exciting talaga tong pinasok natin, Rochelle, ano. Tingnan mo sa Twitter, 'di ba? So far may mga puso tayo, 21, minsan 51, minsan 100 pa kasi kung marami tayong friends, 'di ba? Marami tayong followers. Pero parang hanggang puso na lang yata 'yan wala. Pero mukhang sa Divas, pag maraming nagpuso, 'di ba? Mukhang meron tayong mapapala.
May
At sabi nga,
potential.
yeah,
Yes. Mm.
oo. So, kumbaga, mas exciting to. Mas exciting ang Divas. Ano? So, anything to add, Crystal?
I think medyo mahaba yung topic talaga, but we can I guess we can finish off by telling people that this is a good potential for added earning for people, not only for you to earn, but also to learn about blockchain technology. Kasi I believe the D.Buzz community is willing to help new people and to teach them on how to get started. 'Di ba? Kasi importante 'yun eh. When you get started, and then it will be up to you on how you proceed from there. So, kumbaga, pwede namang learn at your own pace, at your own time. Ang importante, magkaroon ka ng background to blockchain technology because I believe that this will be the trend sa future.
At yan, at ang ating mga nakikinig, those listeners are triggered with this kind of topics that we have. Biro mo, we have the words blockchain, cryptocurrency, microblogging, o yung sinasabing Twitter like, and then we have D.Buzz and earning. Nako, napaka-exciting yan. Kung kaya't ito naman pong ating unang-una, ang maiden podcast natin ay patikim pa lamang sa mga susunod na mga talakayan. Ano? So, dito talaga, napag-usapan natin yung mga parang pasilip lang kung ano ba tong teknolohiya na to, kung ano ba tong social na ito, ano bang community na ito, ano ba yung kitaan na to, pwede kayang malaki yung kita dito? Pwede? Aba, pwede. Pwede bang maliit lang ang kita o parang sayang lang ng oras? Nasa sayo din naman yan. Di ba? Kaya, kumbaga, sa mga nakikinig, nako, abangan ninyo ang mga susunod nating podcast dito sa Twitter Space at saka sa iba pa natin social media account. So, sa ngayon ay hingan ko, I will get some final words and messages ang ating dalawang guest. Dalawang guest. Unahin po muna natin si Kenny. Kenny, yung ating panapos na pananalita o advice or coaching sa ating mga nakikinig.
Salamat pala no sa pag-invite dito sa broadcast. Tsaka sa mga nakikinig, sana mabigyan sila ng kunwari, sana yung magturo sa kanila, sana well knowledge yung D.Buzz para hindi sila misinterpret kasi mahirap kasi yung parang nagpa-promise tayo sa kanila tapos hindi nangyayari. Dapat kailangan talaga ng wisdom para yung nagsasalita, yung parang meron talaga siyang guts na parang kunin yung loob ng mga tao para din yung mga tao parang gawin din nila yung best nila. Tsaka thank you pala for this day pala, this morning na-meet namin si Dennis, kung kilala nyo. What's the last name of Dennis? Chris Rice, sir? I forgot.
Yeah, we met Dennis Garcia before. I forgot his exact username, but it's something like Jackanizer or something like that on D.Buzz and Hive. And what
Dennis
it is
Garcia. Dennis
yes,
Garcia.
yes, and we met him today, and I'm very interested in meeting multiple users in person regularly. And that's one of the things about D.Buzz is I'm not interested in D.Buzz only being a profile pic community. For people who prefer that, that's okay. But I'm interested in meeting people in person and knowing people in person. And I think that's one of the things that's going to separate us from other social media platforms.
I guess Dennis will be invited sa mga susunod na episode ng ating Twitter space na ito. So, at yung ating pinaka-bida, at sabi ko nga co-founder ng D.Buzz, the microblogging platform, isang front-end po, isang application, isang dApps within the Hive blockchain. At nagdiwang ng kanyang birthday kahapon ba o today? Si Ginoong Chris
Today.
Rice.
Happy birthday!
Today. Happy birthday, Chris. Happy
I did
birthday.
not able to greet
Thank you.
Birthday to you.
Thank you. Yes.
So your last words, Chris.
The last words is let's all work at learning and earning together. Learning it just doesn't end, and the earning is not only limited to the features of the Hive blockchain and D.Buzz. I'm also interested in all of us earning in other ways and other avenues, and it all is connected because D.Buzz is a social media platform where you can discuss anything, not just Hive. So yes.
Thank you, Chris. And again, happy birthday. And Rochelle, sana po ay marami tayong mapagkwentuhan pa at ating marami pang episode na ating magawa. So,
Yes.
your words.
Oh, thank you so much for this first episode. Hopefully, marami tayong mabibring na more valuable information to others who want to learn more. At makashare din tayo ng mga insights natin at ng mga experiences natin sa kung paano kumikita ng regularly, kahit paano sa Hive blockchain. Yun lang. Thank you so much.
Salamat, Ayan Crystal. At
you.
salamat din po sa ating listener na si Edmond. Edmond Umbao. Maraming salamat, kapatid, brother, for listening in this Twitter Space podcast natin. So, let's wrap it up. So, Hive is a very wonderful blockchain, and D.Buzz is on the front of this awesome blockchain. So, in behalf of the Hive and D.Buzz team here in the Philippines, this is Guru Vaj. Thank you very much. Good night, good morning, and have a nice day to all of you. Bye bye. Bye bye.